Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay.
What's up, WNBA sports fans? It's your boy Hova. Man, hey, I'm back. Woo! Sorry about Sunday. I'm sorry about this morning, man. Man, I had a lot going on Sunday. It was crazy. I had a lot of family stuff, and then this morning I had like a lot of work stuff. So, but anyway, hey, it is what it is. Y'all excuse the lighting. I'm probably gonna take care of that next time. But yeah, man. Anyhow, I apologize for that. But let's go ahead and jump right into it real quick. We started out good this morning. I actually tweeted my plays. So, you know, a lot of times you guys, I'm real good about, I'm making sure that I tweet my plays. Like, even if I can't shoot, I'm always going to make sure that I at least tweet my plays so you guys can have those plays. So we ended up taking the Sun minus 5.5. And I mean, that was kind of like easy. I told y'all last week that I like to look ahead. You know what I'm saying? So I had already seen that it was a 10 o'clock game, and then we saw what the Aces did to the Liberty. And so I was what they did to the Liberty at 10 when they played at 10 o'clock. So I was just like, ain't no way. They made it competitive early on, but Connecticut went ahead and pulled away. And it was kind of, at first, I was kind of thinking like, if it's no Jonquel Jones, then I was kind of like, you know, do I really want to go there? But I thought about it. I was like, man, Breezy is like, she's basically like a 6th man of the year. Like, she could be a starter on any other team. So I went ahead and decided to go ahead and take them minus 5.5. All right, let's go ahead and get into the injury report real quick. Oh man! So hey, did anybody read up anything on Liz Cambage? Anybody? If you did, let me know. All right, thanks, G Martinez. Appreciate that. Hey, y'all, look, make sure y'all pay attention to that because y'all know how I am about that. But like, I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. I always keep it 100. The other day when I split, I went 2-2, and the very first one was the loss. The Sun lost to the Aces, and y'all got mind you, I was busy as hell. But y'all know I always check the report. But I didn't even realize Jonquel Jones wasn't even playing. You see what I'm saying? I mean, I probably would have took the Sun anyway, but you got to always pay attention to that. You know what I'm saying? I'm really good about that, but that got past me. And that was really just because I was like really, really busy. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and make sure that y'all keep up with that for the Sparks. G Martinez says she may go. So we'll see. The report, everything on the report still looks the same. She's listed as questionable. Let me see if I can dig deeper for y'all. Thursday's Boston. Looks like she'll have a chance to gain clearance. Yeah. So you might be right, G Martinez. She may go. Says look like she may have a chance to clear. But other than that, I mean, everything is pretty much the same. So but yeah, so anyway, I decided to go ahead and get on and do a show. I know I missed the first show, but I'm like, hey, we got 2 late games. So I'm like, I might as well go ahead and get on. I mean, that game was early as hell anyway. So I'm like, hey, we got 2 late games, and why not try to cash and make some money off of them games? So let's go ahead and get into the first game. We have the Atlanta Dream traveling to Las Vegas to take on the Aces. Let me go ahead and read you guys some of the actual factuals. Atlanta's 3-5 ATS in their last 8. The over has cashed in 5 of the Dream's last 6. It's cashed in 5 of the Aces' last 6. So if you're over under better, that may be something to look at. The Aces have been 3-9 ATS in their last 12. And a lot of people, if you saw what they've kind of done lately, it's like a lot of people, it can kind of go under the radar. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Kev? Yeah, the over. I was thinking about the over earlier, but I was like, I'm not gonna put it as an official play. But if I were to play the total, definitely, Kev, it'll definitely have to be the over for me. Definitely have to be the over. But yeah, low key, I mean, even though the Aces been winning, they really haven't been covering. But when you look at them and you see like some of the blowouts, you be like, oh man, damn, I'm jumping on them. But they're only 3-9 in their last 12. That's why I get a Dream a shot. And then, the Dream, it's a team, I don't know, man. It's like it's a team that you like, but they can let you down. You know what I'm saying? They're a real tough, rugged team. They're very well coached. It's just sometimes their offense just disappears. You know what I'm saying? But they're a really, really good defensive team, and they're a really good rebounding team. But my thing for me, I know how good the Aces are. I'm tired of these high lines, man. Like, most of the time when I take them, it don't end up right. I mean, every now and then, like I snuck one in with Seattle the other day, like -14. But I mean, that was against the Fever, I believe. But I'm tired of these high spreads, man. Vegas looking for their 4th consecutive win. They're 18-7. They ended up beating Connecticut, and I believe, of course, yeah, they covered that spread. And anyway, you guys already know what Vegas brings to the table. Point guard with Chelsea Gray, and Plum, and Eric Hamby, and Asia Wilson. Like, it just goes on and on and on. They're stacked. We already know that. Atlanta, you got the rookie Ron Howard. You got Erica Wheeler. And I say, for me, Tiffany Hayes, that added addition is, her coming back has really meant a lot. But they have some good players. Cheyenne Parker, she's pretty good in the middle. And of course, I said Erica Wheeler. She's the one that kind of makes that go. She's the point guard. And Ari McDonald, she can score if need be. And they have the rookie Naz Hillman. So all in all, I just think this is going to be a game. I think this is going to be a game that's going to be a lot closer than what people expect. Atlanta, we already know that they're looking for their 2nd victory. And y'all know how I feel about the Mercury. So me saying they beat the Mercury probably don't mean nothing. But hey, I mean, they were like 7-point underdogs, and they did go in there. And they took care of business against the Mercury. Let's see what you guys say, G. Martinez. That's the scary part. The Aces bring some D, they can blow them out. Dream can't keep up. Yeah, that's a good point, G. Martinez. You ain't never lying, bro. Like, and I ain't gonna front. I'm going off of the Aces not playing defense. But you're right, that's scary. If they do, then yeah, we'll see. But man, that's 13 points. Because at first I believe it started out like 11.5. And it moved to 13. That's why I don't know if y'all saw on Twitter. I retweeted shit. The games don't start till 9, so I'm like, well, shit, I can retweet some plays. You know what I'm saying? I can get some updated lines. So I retweeted the lines, and I took them at 13, man. So I'm like, man, nah, like for real. That's just, to me, that's too many points. But as G. Martinez said, I mean, I ain't gonna front. They can they're capable of blowing them out. But hell, they're capable of blowing damn near anybody out. So that's just the gist of it, pretty much. But anybody have anything to say about this matchup? The over-under is 172. First quarter, minus 3.5. If you looked at my tweet, I actually added that. I really added that. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, even though I took the Dream plus 13, I'm finna take these aces first quarter. I'm not even a first quarter or a first half better. I ain't gonna lie, I'm trying to come up, man. I'm trying to come up fast. So I'm finna jump on that first quarter. Like, for real. Matter of fact, let me see something real quick. I don't even think let me make sure. I'm finna, matter of fact, I'm literally about to jump on that right now because that wasn't one of my original plays. But I'm finna lock that in right now because Vegas, they start off hot. Normally they start off, I ain't gonna lie, one time I bet on them early and they was all sluggish. What's up, Gambling Graylin? I already told you to play earlier. Minus 3.5, first quarter. I'm finna put it in right now. I'm finna put that in right now. Let me make sure it's still there. Yep, it's still there. I'm finna put it in right now. I'm gonna lock that in right now. Take my screenshot so I can have my proof. So boys can't cheat me. But Graylo, minus 3.5 first quarter for the aces. I took the Dream plus 13. We were just talking about how the fact that the Dream are really capable of blowing out the aces are really capable of blowing out the Dream if they play defense. I don't trust that. It's too much. And Atlanta got grit. They're gonna fight. So I just gotta take 13. I know Vegas is a really, really good team, but goddamn, like, I don't know. I just feel like I have to take it, man. Once again, back to the recap, just letting y'all know right now, this is after the break. Okay, and then once the season's over with, and then I'm gonna remove the after the break, and then I'm gonna start fresh over for the playoffs. Okay, it's about what have you done for me lately. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I try to keep everything as recent as possible for you guys. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next game. And if you guys still have something to say about the previous game, just holler at me, let me know, and I can always go back to it. Man, is my neighbor cutting the yard? See, this is what I'll be talking about. Out of all the times now when I'm shooting, want to cut the yard. All right, so we had a fever at the Sparks. We got the Sparks -9. Let's go ahead and look at some of the actual factuals on that game. Make sure you guys keep up with the injury report, as I said earlier in the show. See if Liz Cambage is going to play. I know you guys are looking at me like, Mikey, what is wrong with you? You are taking the 5 and whatever the hell fever. I know, man. The 5-22 Fever, who are 2-8 covering in their last 10. So what is wrong with you, Hova? Well, I have plenty of things that are wrong with me, but let's talk about this. So y'all know how I feel about the Sparks, man. And I really don't like to deal with games with them that they are involved in anyway. Both teams have really kind of been bad. The Sparks have actually been playing a little bit better. The Fever, obviously, we know that they're young, but I just feel like they have nothing to lose, obviously, besides the game, right? They're 2-6 in their last 8 following a straight-up ATS loss, and the Sparks 2-6 ATS in their last 8 versus Eastern Conference teams. Like both teams, ATS, like the last several games are just they're not really, the records are not really that good. The one bright spot for Indiana has been Alyssa Smith. Y'all know her second pick in the WNBA draft. She'll probably end up coming in second behind Ryan Howard for WNBA Rookie of the Year. Queen is starting to come along. She's always been a good defensive player, but offensively, he said you're a better man than me. Hey, I feel you. The good thing is you can take the information, all information that you get, and you can take my information and you can say, screw Mikey Hova, I'm going to fade him. And you can win. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing personal. It's business. Trust me. So I don't be tripping. But like I was saying, she'll probably come in second behind Ryan Howard for WNBA Rookie of the Year. And I ain't gonna lie, it's really hard. It's really hard to explain because, like, if you go back and you look at the last game, I want to say the Fever played. I think that was a game they were blown out by the Storm. They shot bad. They shot 36% of their shots from the field. 36% from the field. So it was terrible. And then 16% beyond the arc. But that's last game. This is a new game, right? It's a new day. The scary part about that too is that the Sparks are actually in the number 8 spot. Ooh, that's scary. That's scary. Because they really have to win this game. But I don't care. I don't like the Sparks. They're very inconsistent. I feel like it's a good spot for Indiana to come in and G Martinez to come in and make some noise. But let me go back to the injury report. Yeah, I know I like to stay on top of that. As far as the better talent, I have to say the Sparks have the better talent, but that's because the Fever are young. Like years down the line, when we look at this team, I think ultimately this team, when we look at the players that they have on this team, talent-wise, we'll come back and say, okay, they have more talent than the Sparks. The Sparks are just, they have more talent because, of course, the players they have are talented, but they are more experienced. With Aguma K, really both Aguma K's, but definitely Nneka and Brittany Sykes and Katie Lou and Liz Cambage. Yeah, man, Fever, really, really young team. And to be honest with you, I really like to watch them play. Yeah, it is a must-win, G Martinez. It's definitely a must-win. I need the Fever to play. I don't even need him to play spoiler. I just need him to cover. But here's the thing. See, I've been involved in games like this. You come out, you be like, man, +9. Or even like me taking a drink, you'd be like, man, +13. And then you just look up first quarter and they down by 10, and you just be like, see, this that BS. So obviously, I definitely need a competitive start. That's the main thing, just really having a competitive start. One thing about Indiana, now I'm not gonna lie, defensively they've been terrible. Team-wise, they have a few good individual defenders, but just like their team defense is just not good. Their rotations are not really that good. One thing about Indiana, they do get good looks. Their shooting is just like bad. And then they do take really bad shots. Like that's another problem. And then you're gonna get that. You're gonna get that when you have a young team. But hey, we can see. Give me 1 second. My thing is, hey, let's not forget. Let's not forget that even though they do have all that young talent, they still have Kelsey Mitchell. And so she can light it up. And so that's my hope. My hope is that she has a big game. She's capable of putting up 20 to 30. So that's my hope. She can have a big game. Emily Inkler, she's been playing a lot more minutes lately. She's a really, really good player. Really, really tough. She can rebound. She can defend. She can score. She's a very good passer. Even though she's an undersized forward, she's probably one of the most physical players on the team. But so let's do a quick recap real quick, let you guys know where I stand. These are my plays right here. The Sun -5.5 already hit. The Aces -3.5. First quarter. I feel like the Dream are going to cover the 13, and I feel like the Fever are going to cover the 9. All right, I'm going to go ahead and open it up for open mic. If you guys have any questions, if you have any suggestions, if you have any advice, like Hova, what you smoking? Taking the Fever +9, don't do it. All right, just feel free to chime in and let me know. Okay, well, y'all are doing that. I'm going to stay on top of the injury report, and I'm going to continue to stay on top of the lines for the line movement. If y'all want some totals, let me know. I can read y'all out the totals as well. Ooh, let me check this. Okay, yeah, the Fever Sparks over under went down to 162.5. So that's just really a half a point. Hey, you guys know what? And look, let me tell you this real quick. Both teams, I'm referring to the Fever and the Sparks. Both teams shot terrible last game. So if you're a total person, the under might be worth a look. The under might be worth a look for y'all. Under 162.5, 163. That might be a really, really good look for y'all. Let me see these totals real quick. So I'm gonna read y'all these totals, and if nobody has anything, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. All right, I already told y'all what the first quarter was for the Vegas game. The first half is 7.5. Vegas -7.5. That's the first half. Team total, Dream over 79.5. They have the Aces team total over 93. Okay. Dream team total over 79.5. Aces team total over 93. And then let's go to the Sparks Fever. First quarter, Sparks -2.5 favorites. First half, Sparks -4.5 favorites. The over for the Fever team total 78. The over for the Sparks is team total 87. All right, check the comments real quick before I dip. All right, well, that's pretty much it. Hey, listen, guys, if you guys need to get in contact with me, go ahead and feel free to inbox me at Mikey Hova. And like I tell y'all, I don't mind. I typically, I respond, I typically respond like right away. But yeah, hey, we got 2 games tonight, and they 2 late games, so that they give you opportunity to kind of hang out, chill. I'm trying to make some bread, man. Hey, man, tennis told me up today. And the crazy part about it, I thought I was about to win this last tennis match, and I ended up getting a push. So I said, man, I'm done. I'm finna lay down all my WNBA plays right now. I'm done with this, man. I don't know if y'all ever did bet on tennis, but man, that is the most intense. You think basketball, because you know it's back and forth, up and down, up and down. It's a faster paced game. You think that's really intense and you have anxiety over watching that? Try tennis. So, but yeah, man, y'all just holler at me if you need me. Yeah, Jim Martinez, yeah, man, tennis is no joke, man. It's no joke. And I had two people. I had like the number one person in the tournament. I had my boy, he was number 3, my boy Diego Schwartzman. Normally he don't ever let me down. They got him out of there in 2 sets. He looked defeated. As soon as I hit the button, he started like slipping and falling, double fall. I'm like, see, bro, here we go, man. Here we go. Every time I hit the button, when I have money on a player, then all of a sudden they have emotional breakdowns. They're not themselves. Like, yeah, like, yeah. So anyway, I'm totally done for today. I'm done with that. But all right, y'all holler at me. It's your boy Hove.
Check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey,